So this is a live stream. I'm on like 12% on this battery. My other phone is dead. I've been extremely busy. But you guys are going to have to catch up in the video. Can't wait for nobody, obviously, because this phone is going to die soon. Um, so Iron Man 3 Decode Part 4 will come out later today, definitely. Um, what else is going on? Trump, I don't know if you've seen any Trump Jr. speaking yesterday, but I found it funny that they do reference Trump as being the Phoenix. Now, I'm not saying that he's the one or whatever, but they reference Trump as the Phoenix, and he kind of referenced his father like that, and he also kind of referenced him like what to say. I don't know. I think I took some pictures. Oh, he also said that his father had a heart of a lion, right? Now, I found that interesting that he said, my father has a heart of a lion, Trump, because 8-8 and 8-9 is during Leo horoscope. So, like I said, and then they raid Trump's house on 8-8. So they raided his house, I believe, on 8-8. Um, you had the Hawaii thing going on. And I'm also going to say this. I can't show you any pictures right now, but when Trump goes on his rallies, there's a thing there and it says text Trump, right? At 88022. Those numbers connect to the Super Bowl. All those numbers. So we had the Super Bowl at Al Davis Way 3333, right? Four threes. If you took those four threes, you can make 88 out of those four threes. So his last number is 22. Super Bowl was on 211. 2 times 11 is 22. V for victory. That's the same blood that was shaped on his face. Either it was a V or a snake. That's trying to say it's a snake tongue. Whatever the case is. So it's going to be a short video. I'm just letting you guys know now that I'm going to show you a part where I believe that gold is going to explode. I think that might be the trigger. I think it's going to be precious metals. I think that's what's going to take off, and we're going to have some type of dollar crash or something like that. I feel like something has to happen. I feel like the blackouts have to happen before the elections happen. That's just me. And I hope it's connected to crypto's prices, to be honest with you. So if the dollar does crash, then something has to balance out. So if the dollar crashes, I'm assuming that gold is going to go up. And if they want to crash the dollar, then I'm expecting, if they want to crash the dollar, that the price of precious metals are going to go up, because if the dollar crashes, then there are going to be people looking to move into a different asset, right? They're not going to have precious metals, I don't believe, super cheap anymore. So I think maybe price of the precious metals we're going to see the true value of those precious metals, in my opinion. Because there's no way you're going to crash the economy and still have precious metals under suppressed prices. So somebody else can get into it on a cheap and, making a good investment on it. So that being said, if you feel like that the dollar is going to crash, then most likely gold and all that is going to go up. So we believe it's going to crash this year. I believe then that has to do with something with gold or precious metals. I think that might be the catalyst of what's going to go on. The dollar crashes, and then there's an announcement of gold and stuff like that. I think that's really about it. I mean, I don't know. Anybody else got anything to say? If not, then just going to keep it short and simple on this one. I'm going to need my phone anyway. I need about 5%. I just want to see how much. 11%. And why I think I'm bullish on this year on gold and stuff like that is because going back to Iron Man 2, you had the race the race was in France. They were in France. And my decode is going to be in part 2 and about the racetrack about France. Being that the Olympics is taking place in France and Paris, that's why I'm connecting this. Being that the Economic Magazine had the Phoenix on the front cover on 1988 during the Dragon year, again, the 88 to me is 3333. You can take those 4 threes and make 88. So maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm not. We're going to see, but that shit is right around the corner. We are literally, I think, 21 days away from August 9th. And we'll see. And you're really going to know that. I'll tell you this. If on 8-4, it's kind of obvious because it happened, Trump's thing. So if a second attempt happens on Trump, and it happens on 8-4 before all this, then I'll definitely strongly feel crazy bullish on precious metal prices going up and maybe the stock market crashing. All right? That's all I'm going to say, is because then that's what's going to really bring up an uproar with people if they try to do this again with Trump. So, yes, Kamala, I believe she's coming. Like I said, Back to the Future 2, they make a reference that the president was a female. Back to the Future 2 kind of makes a reference that that movie takes place around this time that we're in now. And since Camille is in the office now, and there's only about 8 months left or 6 months left, it has to be soon that she takes place, because I don't think that anyone in their right mind is going to fully elect her outright. I think she has to take the presidency in a different manner. That's either Biden not feeling well, maybe passing, or whatever the case is, but Biden's got to go in order for Mrs. K to step in. That's just my perspective. Again, I'm not a political guy. I could give two shits about politics. I'm just putting my perspective out there. So I do see that. I mean, check this out. If she does become president and Joe Biden is not available to be president anymore, right? Yeah, I know he's got COVID and he can't even walk. He can't even walk up the stairs. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm thinking the same thing, Ira Burrows. I'm thinking the same thing, that he's going to probably be gone soon. But again, we're going to wait and see. So on 8-4, like I said, if something happens to Trump around that time, then definitely 8-9, 8-8 is crazy, crazy bullish with me. Because remember, we had the eclipse that happened on 4-8. And when we reverse it, it's 8-4. Damn, man, I wish I had my phone because I wanted to show you something. Ah, man, something that really, really, really put some great receipts on my date on August 9th coming up. August 9th coming up. So, and why I do feel like XPR might have a price bounce up is because XPR is connected to everything. They are, I can't say too much. All I can really say is that they touch everything, literally everything. Healthcare, real estate, payments. They're really touching all aspects of things, you know, and they're all playing in the backgrounds, you know, like the Wizard of Oz, how the guys in the back of the curtains, they're pulling the strings and stuff. Proton is kind of like that particular company that's kind of doing that, and that's why they'll badmouth Proton, saying this and that, and there might even be a lawsuit maybe going against Proton or Metallicus, you know, just to squeeze the people out. But I will sync with XPR. Definitely, because again, there's no way that you're going to have the Simpsons cartoon running for 35 years without no reruns. Okay? The Simpsons cartoon running for 35 plus years without no reruns. You really have to ask yourself, why are they there? Why are they there? Let me see. Did you see latest partnerships with credit union? Oh, yeah, I heard Marshall saying that all the credit unions. Listen. Marshall's a beast. I don't care what anybody got to say with him. I don't personally know him. I'm not kissing his ass. I just know that when I do my decodes, his company, that proton sign comes up heavy. That's all I can say. And I am extremely bullish on that. And we're all going to see, you know, who's right and who's wrong. And I don't mind being wrong, because that's where my decodes led me. Like I showed you in my last video, May 23rd was a big date for me, and I thought that was going to be the big bang. And then I showed you that I got into the Fibonacci kind of sequels of whatever that they call that, and I just happened to find the equation of 2 plus 3 equals 5, and there was your 23rd of May kind of reference. Then moving forward, I had showed 34 plus 89 equals 144, which is 144 days left, which is August 9th. Now, again, I will say this again, and they always doing backward shit or things that connect. We had the eclipse on 8/4. If something happens to this guy, Trump, on 8, we had the eclipse on 4/8. If something happens to Trump on 8/4, on the reversal date, because remember, we had lights out on April 8th. Is somebody's lights out going to happen on August 4th? Now, again, it could be maybe August 13th, because that's another 4, or August 22nd, that's another 4. Okay, so those are probably the 3 dates there that you look for. But again, I know if it happens on the 4th of August, I'm telling you now, I believe that there's going to be some type of crazy green candle explosion on the prices of precious metals. If something happens to Trump the 4th of August. If not, I'm still bullish on August 9th. That's regardless. I'm still bullish on that. And that's really about it. That's really about it for this episode. I don't have anything. I don't have my phone in front of me. I was very busy, so I didn't really get to sit down and listen to any type of news or anything to share with you. All I can really say is that I'm super bullish because Trump got rated on 8/8. If you look at his text, you text him at 8/8. And his son was doing a speech, and he said that his father has a heart of a lion. And we all know what happened to Hawaii, right? On 8/8 last year. Where was that? MH, Maui, Hawaii, Marshall, Hayner, kind of connected. Not saying it is connected. I'm just saying that the place that it happened with the initials, MH, and Marshall's name, initials, they are very hardly connected. We're coming up on Leo. Bully Bear is very bullish on August 9th, August 8th, week 32. Week 32, I think. Now, again, usually if something big or a big announcement's going to happen, they always throw some type of crazy breaking news in there, so you pay attention to that news and totally dismiss some other shit. So pay attention to what's going on. Well, that's why I'm here. I'll be paying attention to what's going on. I'll be back over here trying to get to see what you guys are saying, and we're going to see what's going on. Let me read these comments because I only got 4% on here. Did you hear what Trump said? We need to keep crypto in America. Well, that's another thing again. If this empire will crash if the Dems take over, okay? They don't want crypto, and if crypto doesn't come in here, then the fiat is going to be jammed up and we're going to go. So in order for us, I feel like in order for us to keep afloat, to keep this empire on top of the chess board, we have to have Trump in there, and he has to hold what he says and bring crypto to regulations and bring that for everybody, because he's the only one that said that and he stated, like, he knows that he was going to get back into the office. He states that we will have a level playing field. Okay, again, Trump stated that the only way for this to work is that we will have a level playing field. With that being said, it sounds like he's very bullish, knowing that he will be back in the office, and we all know what the plan is to get crypto back, to get the technology front of us, to get America great again, and back in the front of the tech field, because Japan and China are ripping it when it comes to new technology. So we really got to step up the game. We really need to get some leaders in there And that's really about it. That's really about it. So, like I said, I feel like some big event, and I'm not saying that crypto prices are going to explode, but something major, either the greatest depression or gold prices skyrocketing, or finally crypto going crazy, because everyone will be caught off guard if they think 2025 is the year. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. I think that's really about it. Let me see if I read any of these comments, and then I got to get out of here. What about metal? Which chain we use? X chain, P chain, C chain, or leave it on the XPR network? Um, Vodka, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I believe in XPR, I guess the network, but they're going to migrate over to the C chain, so I don't think you're going to have any type of choice when they migrate, because when you migrate, you're going to just completely move over to whatever chain that they are merging with. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's called the super chain or the C chain. C as in cat, C chain. But like I said, there's only a few weeks left. We're right around the corner. Hold your bags. Stay bullish. Don't sleep on XLM. Get some rest. Comb your hair. Wash your ass. And stay away from people that are sick. Don't get yourself caught up with COVID. Okay? We got to make sure we stay healthy so we can enjoy these bags that we've been holding. That's all I can say, guys. All right? I got to get out of here. 2%. I appreciate you guys for even coming out here, even though it's 10, 12 people. It's always the same people. I appreciate you. And later today, Iron Man 4 decode, showing you precious metals maybe explosion. Bully Bear out.